Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salamu ala Rasulihil Kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man istanna bi sunnatihi ila yawmiddin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers. Last 3 weeks we have done the Fateh Makkah, the conquest of Makkah by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and we derived the incidents, and we also try to find out some wisdom, some fiqh rulings, and some historical facts from those things. And we said one of the things that if you remember, that Rasulullah stayed in Makkah for 19 days. He stayed in Makkah, as I said, most of the majority of the opinion that in that conquest, he stayed in Makkah in 19 days. So during his stay, actually, basically, this other battle, the Battle of Hunayn, already initiated while he was in Makkah. So just after the Fateh Makkah, the greatest victory in his life, that he came back to his homeland, the land he left out from. So he came back to there, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willed that you have something else ahead of you. And this is we find in every time in the life of Rasulullah. As soon as he has something in joy, Allah gives something that is not very happy for him or not very happy for the ummah, something like a test. And that's why Allah said in the Quran, فَإِنَّمَا الْإِسْرِ أُسْرًا فَإِنَّمَا الْأُسْرِ يُسْرًا, definitely you have happiness and sorrow coming after each other. If you remember the battle of the Badr, the first battle, right? When the Muslim, they win with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and everything, they kill all the big leaders of the Quraysh, Abu Jahl and Umayyah and all these leaders. When they came back victorious, the day they came back to the Medina from Badr, the daughter of Rasulullah, she passed away, Ruqayyah. She passed away, and Usman was burying her basically when Zaid bin Harisa came in saying Allahu Akbar, we win. And at that time Usman was hearing that they're coming back from the war, and he was burying the daughter of Rasulullah. So it is a thing like you got a joy, and again Allah took Ruqayyah on the same day, Ruqayyah on the same day. Allah could have do it before earlier or later, but it is the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also we find that when Rasulullah finished the battle of Ahzab, the battle of Khandak that we call, he worked so hard in that battle. He ditched the trench and everything. It was a very hardful time. For 1 month they were surrounded by all these people, the enemy. And as soon as that is over, by the will of Allah, they went back home, and he was taking his armor down. He was about to just take a shower, and his armor down, and at that time Jibril came and said, no, it's not done. There's the Yehudi tribe, Banu Qurayza, they are planning an attack. You have to go right now. I have already sent the group of angels, make your men ready and let's go. So as soon as he finished something, he has win and he gets something. And something here, the same thing in the Battle of Makkah. So what happened basically, we'll just go through, inshallah today we'll start the battle basically, and then next week we'll finish it off, and the Battle of Hunayn, because we'll go through as summarized as possible. So what happened basically, when the news spread that the Quraysh has been defeated, meaning the Makkah has been conquered by a people of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and people from Medina, because there is Ansar there. So some of the tribes, they came back and they think, okay, this is a good sign, because our place, our holy place Makkah, for Muslim and non-Muslim, it is a holy place for them, right? They think, okay, it is conquered, Allah has allowed it to be conquered by someone who is truthful. So they came and they accepted Islam. But some of the group, they think in a different way. They thought, okay, Quraysh became weak, they couldn't take care of Makkah anymore, so now we have to take charge. It's like, in one area we have this property, and they know that we have been beaten by someone, and some other group of brothers, like from other countries or whatever, they think, okay, this brother used to look after the masjid, they are all dead, or they have defeated or something, we have to go and take over. So we have to get ready, fight the enemy now, and then, so that's what happened basically. So the group of Saqif, the people of the Taif basically, the group of Saqif, they gather some people, almost like around 8,000 to 9,000 people, and also they call some other tribes. And to the other tribes, they preach the same thing. They say, look, the Quraysh has been defeated, Makkah is not in our hand. We can't perform our Hajj. It's their Hajj they are talking about. So they are saying, and they are breaking the idols. They are breaking our gods and everything. So they are, invoking the other groups like this. So the Hawazin, there's another big group, and they are very fighting group, the fighting tribe. So they also agreed with them and said, okay, we have to attack them. And this information was passed to Rasulullah by one of the Sahaba. His name was Abdul Hadar bin Abdullah. So Abdul Hadar, when he listened to this, Abu Hadar, not Abdul Hadar. Abu Hadar, when he listened to this, he came rushed back to Rasulullah and he said, Ya Rasulullah, I heard the news and I walked a bit far away and saw that people are gathering in the the Hunayn, and the Taif is not very far from there. It's a 1 or 2 day or 3 day journey. So I heard they're gathering and everything. And then when Umar was present there at that time, and Umar listened to this conversation that this Sahaba giving the information to Rasulullah. So Umar said, it can't be possible. We just had the greatest victory. Every tribe is coming here, accepting Islam, and you are coming there. People are gathering and making a plan against us. Right now, it's not even like 20 days we are here. So Umar had a bit of a conflict with this Sahaba, and this Sahaba also get raised. He said, "No, you are doubting on me. I'm giving the information to Rasulullah, and you are thinking I'm lying. Remember, Umar, you also lied when he was truthful." Meaning, what he's saying, that when Rasulullah became Rasul, he spread the message of Islam. Umar is not the first one to accept Islam. As you all know the story of Umar, right? He tried to actually kill Rasulullah. He accepted Islam almost after 5 years later. Rasulullah became the Prophet or Rasul. So these 5 years he was the enemy of Islam, as you all know this. So that Sahaba brought that history back. Then you also once didn't believe in him, and now you're talking to me like this. So the two Sahaba, they had a hot talk in front of Rasulullah, and Rasulullah right away told Umar, "Oh Umar, you are misguided and Allah guided you." But that doesn't mean he took support of the other guy. Basically, Rasulullah believed what the Sahaba say. Rasulullah know that his Sahaba will never give him false information. So he just calmed both of them down, and he said to them, you shouldn't be fighting like this and bring the Jahili thing. Whatever went past, it is past. And this from this event actually, scholars have write pages after page. The Sahaba, they are Sahaba, but they are not angels. They can make mistakes. They have difference of opinion. There's lots of incidents like this. And they are human beings at the end of the day. Yes, they are the best nation, and we are not allowed to say anything bad about their righteousness, about their Islam. We are not, but at the end of the day, they are human beings. They can make mistake, and and they can repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will forgive them. Now, the time of this battle, when it happened, as I said, the information came within the 19 days when Rasulullah was staying in Makkah, and it was said that he came to Makkah. When is the Makkah was conquered? What day was Makkah was conquered? Yes.
20th Ramadan.
20th of Ramadan. Excellent. Yes, 20th of Ramadan. So 19 days from there is almost like 9th of Shawwal or something like this, or 8th of Shawwal. So because it's a 19 or 70 days. So lots of the books say that Rasulullah started around 6th or 7th of Shawwal. He got the information and he gathered the people and he started the journey to the Taif. And on 10th or 11th of Shawwal, like in 3.5 days, he reached to the Taif, the area called Hunain. The area is called Hunain. He reached there. And in this process, he asked some non-Muslims, some new, the people of the Makkah, they're all people haven't accepted Islam right away. Some people, Allah mention in the Quran and Rasulullah give them some time, okay, I give you the message, you can stay in Makkah and you have 4 months to think about it. So there are a few leaders, like one of the leaders, Safwan ibn Umayyah, he is still non-Muslim, but Rasulullah went to him and he said, look, we are going to a battle and you have to support us. You have armor and everything, we need this armor for all my Sahaba. Because remember, Makkah was conquered by 10,000 Sahaba. So it's a group of 10,000 people going, and also there are some new Muslims in Makkah, right? So another 2,000. So 12,000 people are marching and they need armors and everything. So he asked Safwan. So Safwan, as a non-Muslim, he participated with the Muslim. And from this also, scholars derive a lot of things like, if a Muslim group go to a battlefield, are they allowed to take non-Muslim? If you trust a non-Muslim, can you take his support? Can you take him with you in a battle? So this is the the theory from this incident. It happened. So we're not going to go there, inshallah ta'ala. But you just mentioned it. This is the incident happened. Are we allowed or not allowed? And there's difference of opinion in this one. And also Rasulullah said, and Safwan said, you are asking my armor, you are asking my the sword and and all these things. Is it a command from you or is it a loan from me? Rasulullah said, no, it's a loan I'm taking, and if anything has been damaged, I will pay you back. So I need, suppose he's saying, Rasulullah saying that I need 100 armors, but I will give you back. And if one of this is broken or damaged or taken by the enemy, I will pay it for you. So, and from this incident again, the fiqh scholar said, if you are take loan or borrow something from another brother, you are completely in charge, and you have to give it back as it is in the right state. Like however you took it, you have to give it back in the right state. But there are things that are not under this criteria. So there's another discussion. But this is the incident that it comes from here. Anyway, so they went. The 12,000 people, they marched towards the Hunain, the valley of Hunain. And remember one thing, brother. There's two battles. I mentioned it before, I believe. There's two battles mentioned by name in the Quran. One of them is two battles mentioned in the Quran by name. Any one of them, at least one of them. He's ready to give money, inshallah, Brother Shafi. $20. If you say two names, $30.
Badr.
Okay, one is Badr. That's $20, please.
Uhud.
Another one?
Uhud.
No, another one is Hunain. Okay. So anyway, so Battle of Badr and Hunain. So these two battles, and there's another battle, another surah called Surah Ahzab. So Ahzab also is a battle, but Allah didn't use the word Ahzab as battle. Ahzab means the gathering of all the tribes, basically. So a group of tribes, but He didn't use it as a battle name. So anyway, so these two names, and so when they're marching towards it, there's two Sahaba. They made two kind of comments. One Sahaba said when he saw 12,000 people, 12,000 Muslims marching toward the Hunain, he said to himself, and he saw, okay, Subhanallah, what a large enemy. Nobody can defeat us today. So he had some pride come inside him, because it's the largest enemy for the Muslim. 12,000 people, and they're marching all to fight the people of the Saqif. So he said, nobody can defeat us. Today we are great in numbers. Imagine the thing just few years back with the Badr. Badr, they have 300. Where is 300? Where is 12,000? In 8 years' time only. So, and whenever this Sahaba, he just took pride, and he saw the thing, which is right actually, but the pride is not allowed in Islam, as we all know. So Rasulullah had the news, and he came rushed to the Sahaba. He told him, never ever say like this, because there was a prophet. He didn't mention the name of the prophet. That he had, Allah has given him a large number of followers, and also like armies. And he had ajib in her heart, the pride in her heart, and Allah give him hard time, like big test for this prophet, and they lost to the battle of the nation they went to fight. So he basically prohibited him. Another Sahaba, Abu al-Waqid al-Laisi, he also made another comment, but this comment is not about the battle, and we talked about this comment in one of the Friday lecture. He said he's a new Muslim, Abu Waqid al-Laisi. He was a new Muslim. He told Rasulullah when they're walking towards the Hunain, he said, Ya Rasulullah, we had a tree called Zatul Wad. There's a tree in the middle of the desert, Zatul Wad, and we used to hang our sword and armor in there for good luck charm. Can you make another tree for us now? Like a Muslim tree? Kind of like this, So he's asking for good luck charm, and he's a brand new Muslim. He became Muslim like maybe 7 days ago or something. So Rasulullah says, Subhanallah, you ask exactly the same the follower of Musa asked to Musa. Meaning when Musa crossed the river with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the followers were there, one of the followers said, make a god for us, like they had the god. And so Musa was surprised, we are worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're passing them as a tawhid, and you're asking me to making a god for you, like an idol for you. So Rasulullah said, you'd say the same thing. So about this one, there's a lot of things whether the good charms are allowed in Islam or not, and we talked about this is not allowed in Islam, because it is not a shirk, but the guy didn't make a shirk, but the comment, the mention, the incident is a shirk. Meaning, what Rasulullah you said exactly same what people of Musa said. Actually, he didn't say exactly the same word. The Musa's people ask about idol, which is for worship. This guy is saying, make a good luck charm tree. This Sahaba is saying. It's the same thing, but Rasulullah, no, you are the same. And Rasulullah said, no, this is not allowed in Islam. But Rasulullah never said that this guy is kufr now. This guy is a kafir. No, he didn't say that. His statement is a statement of shirk, but that doesn't make a person kafir because he is ignorant, because he's just a new Muslim or something. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive him. So this is the incident, he mentioned this one. After that, when they reached the valley of the Hunain, the enemy, they are very smart. This, as I said, they are very fighting tribes and everything. So one of their plan was to that, there's a small valley between the Muslim camp and the enemy camp. And there was a small valley in the middle. So what this enemy did, they make a plan. They said, we will send a group of people into this small valley. Muslim will come and attack these people, and we will pretend that we lost. So this group of people, 100 people for example, will say that we have lost the battle. And then more Muslim will come to get the ganima. And we have people on the top of the mountain in different corners, different loops. They will start throwing the archers and everything, and we will helter and skelter them. So that was their plan. And that's what actually happened. And another thing to mention that, when the Muslims stayed on the night, they prayed the Isha, Rasulullah prayed Isha, and one of the Sahaba came and he was a bit scared, and he said, Ya Rasulullah, I saw their troop. They have a lot of people, and they have brought their women and children and their animal. So if you go to the war, usually what you do, you leave your wives and children at home, because they are safe there. Like even if you lose the battle, they are safe. Their life is not in danger. But when you bring them with you, it's a tradition that you are so confident that I bring everything with me. I know I'm going to win. So just to show up their confidence, they brought their women and children and animals and everything. So Sahaba told this to Rasulullah. Rasulullah said, don't worry, inshallah ta'ala, those things will be our ganima. So basically we'll beat them and we'll get the whatever they brought with them. And next morning, whatever the enemy planned, that's what happened basically. So the Muslim group saw a group of people in the middle valley. They went there to attack them. They had a little fight and they pretended to be lost. And other Muslim thought, the new Muslim basically, they thought, okay, we have won the battle. So now let's go and get the ganima. So all of them went to the middle valley, and people, the other people, like the other enemies, sitting on the top of the mountain, they start throwing the arrows and everything. And that time, because the new, as I said, 2,000-3,000 people are new Muslim, and it was a sudden attack, they start running helter and skelter. And all of them are going here and there. And that time, Muslims saw that they are going to lose that. And that time what Rasulullah did, he stand up on his mount, meaning he had a camel, and actually, or some say it's a mule or something. So he stand up on the animal he was riding basically, and he start calling the people. He start calling and he asked Al-Abbas, we mentioned it before, that his uncle Al-Abbas, he had a very, very loud voice. So he said, yeah, Al-Abbas, call the people of Bayatul Ridwan. So the Bayatul Ridwan, if you remember, the group of people who gave bayah under a tree to Rasulullah when they came for the Umrah. So Rasulullah call those people first, because their rank is very high. So they call them. Then they call the Ansar, call the this and call this and everything. And Rasulullah also saying one thing, he's saying, Ana Nabiyyu wa Ana Abdul Muttalib. Ana ibn Abdul Muttalib. So he's saying two things, that I am the Prophet. So he's standing, he's calling people to come back to me, come back to me. I am the Prophet and I am the grandson of Abdul Muttalib. So look, there's two type of things he's saying. He's saying the religious thing first, that I am the Prophet, you should come back to me. And also he's saying his tribal thing, that I am the grandson of Abdul Muttalib. Why does he need to say that? Because in Islam we know there's no point, if you're a grandson of the president, or if you're a granddaughter of your normal clerk or something, it's all same in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as long as you have iman, right? There's no classification in Islam, this and that. But in the times of necessary, you can use the tribal thing. And nowadays we don't have tribes, but we have nationalism. Like we are Bangladeshis, most of you. We are Pakistanis, we are Indian, we are this and this. So sometimes for good cause, it is fine to use that card. If we are in a problem and you say, Brother Shafiq, call, okay, all the Bangladeshi people come here, we need your help. That's fine. If he's calling only Bangladeshi, if someone comes, oh, he's being racist, why he's calling only Bangladeshi? Is Bangladeshi only Muslim? No, not like that. If he has a proper reason, that yes, this is something that matches with our culture, that we can only handle, and and will give the boosting to our people. That's what happened. Like when you watch cricket, what will happen? When our team win Bangladesh, we all be happy. Why? Because it is a connection that we are from this country. We are part of this country. Same thing happened in any other country. Like people from Pakistan, they had the same feeling for their country. India, they had the same feeling. Australian, they have the same feeling. Although we have the passport of this country and whatever it is, but it is an internal bond. You can't deny that one. So Rasulullah is saying that I am the son of Abdullah. He's saying that I am from this family. I am from the Quraysh, and come back to me. When this was happening, a few incidents happened that time. As I said, Safwan is a non-Muslim, and Safwan went with his brother also. So his brother is in the Muslim side, but he's not a Muslim yet. And when he saw the Muslims are in a great danger now, his truth come on the mount. He said, today the magic spell will be broken. So they used to call Rasulullah the magician, as you all know, the Quran and everything. They used to think it's a magic. So he's saying that today everything will be finished. And then his brother Safwan, he said, no, never say these things. I better be ruled by a Quraishi, but not by a Hawazin. Hawazin is the enemy tribe. So look, still their mind doesn't have Islam, nothing Islam. They're saying, it's better I have a leader who is from my tribe, Quraysh, but I don't want a leader from the other tribe. So there's a two brother tribes. And this is a proof that what Rasulullah is saying has some effect. That he's saying that I am from the Quraysh, my grandfather was Abdul Muttalib. And like Abdul Muttalib, everybody knows who's Abdul Muttalib. And also you have to remember there's a lot of new Muslims there. They don't know what happened in Medina in the life of Rasulullah. They don't took part in Badr. They don't took part in Uhud and everything. So they know Rasulullah as the grandson of Abdullah. He's from Makkah, he's the grandson of Abdullah. So this is what he used this, and all the people come back to him, and the Muslim gathered again, and they planned another attack. Inshallah ta'ala next week we'll go how the Muslim win and how the Ghanima was acquired and everything. And inshallah today we'll stop it here. Just one interesting thing, I'll finish it here. In English and in Bangla we have different kind of phrase. Like if you say beat the bush, It doesn't mean with the, it's like idioms. I think they call idioms and phrase. And also, like raining cats and dogs, all this thing. So there's two things actually in Arabic language was born, was created, invented from this event. One of them is called, La fa fuddaka. La fa fuddaka means, in Arabic language, if someone says it means, basically it means, that may Allah destroy all your teeth. And when it means actually, when Safwan's brother said that, today the magic spell will be broken, so his brother said, La fadda fuddaka. Meaning, may Allah destroy all your teeth. Meaning, you shouldn't talk like this. Always talk nicely, eloquently. That was it means actually. And also Rasulullah used another term. He said, Ana binte wais. Ana binte hamiyatul wais. Hamiyatul wais means when the enemy comes together, like something, when the rod is hot, there's an English expression, when the iron is hot, that's the time you can beat it. So, Ana hamiyatul wais. So that is also used by Rasulullah for the first time in this event, and when the enemy was coming back and everything. And this is the two things that came from this incident. Inshallah, I will finish it here. Jazakallahu khair. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.